It's recording.
Hello, America. My name is Angela. And on January 12th, 2017, I made a YouTube video. It was titled Angela Seeking Justice for Barbara. I made parts one and parts two of this YouTube video. I'm not really going to go back all the way to part one and part two, but it did take me some time to finally update this video and get it finished. My reason for making this video is because in 1972, my mother had a daughter, and you can see her picture on part one of the YouTube video, my little sister. Well, she passed away on December 25th, on December 24th, Christmas Eve 1975. And when she passed away, my mother's first husband, he had some Jehovah Witnesses come back to comfort my mother and console her and soothe her after she lost her daughter. Due to medical negligence at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, California, the doctor killed my sister because she was black and he was a white doctor. Anyway, I'm going to move on to part three. But before I move on to part three, let me say this. I'm going to make it very, very lucid. I don't give a fuck who don't like this video. I don't care who feelings get hurt. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. If you like this video at the end, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like the video, I'm a very real person. I keep it real. I can't get no more plain and lucid as they come. I'm straightforward. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. Fuck Howard. Fuck Sabrina. Fuck Bruce, his brother. This is about my mother. I'm exposing my mother's husband on YouTube video because of a lot of stuff that he did to my mother. Anyway, part one and two, I made that. I recorded it January 12th, 2017. I'm going to move on with part three starting today. Part three said, this is what Howard told my mother when she met this man in the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. We used to go to on Manchester Boulevard in Inglewood, California. Okay, this man, he basically married my mother for the wrong reason. He married her because she was a registered nurse. She became a registered nurse in 1971 when I was 4 years old. She graduated from El Camino College. My mother has passed away. Today is September 27th. Today is my mother. It would have been her wedding anniversary to this demonic man. This man is completely, when I tell you he's crazy, he is totally, totally crazy. He goes around with cameras and take pictures of people when they're not looking. He's some type of pervert, but he's a Jehovah's Witness. So part three of my video, it says, this is what Howard told my mother. He told my mother, Barbara, let me show her the way. Let's get married. Talking about me. I was 21, 22 years old when my mother married this man. Okay, he asked me to let him change my name to Gerard, which is his last name. I told him, hell no, for tax purposes. You know, I didn't be in the way because what does that say? I told him no, I'm not going to be in the way because I wasn't. Oh, they told me that I couldn't be in my mother's wedding because I wasn't a baptized Jehovah's Witness, but his daughter could. She's a demonized little girl. She gave my mother nothing but hell. My mother's dead now. This is a picture of his daughter named Sabrina. This man made complete fun. He mocked my mother all through this video. He makes them look like appear to be the most happiest family and all this other stuff, but really they wasn't. My mother was not happy with this man. Okay, and a lot of people might say, well, if she wasn't happy, then why did she stay with him? Because Jehovah Witnesses believe that Jehovah's Witnesses can only get they can only get a divorce if adultery is being committed. Okay, Howard being the sly, sneaky, slick person he is, number one, he's not from this country. My reason for exposing this man is to let people know, watch out for this man. This man is crazy. His daughter is possessed. She's crazy as hell, just like her father. Like they say, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Okay, and that's fine. Okay, so part four is about when I was inside of a restaurant, a man who went to the Kingdom Hall with myself as well as with my mother, his name was Mr. Gaston. He worked for the gas company and he came to me and he said, I just want to know one thing. Is it really true that your mother is marrying Howard Gerard and tell her don't marry this man? And he said everybody knows this that their family is totally crazy, and tell your mother she's too sweet and she could do better than that. I tried to tell her, but she wouldn't listen. Okay, my mother, this man took advantage of my mother. She had a chemical imbalance and he preyed on this. Okay, so my mother worked as a registered nurse over 30 years in Los Angeles County. She was a surgical nurse, a pediatric nurse. She was an emergency room. She was a triage nurse. You name it, she just about done all of it. Okay, so anyway, one of my cousins told me that he made her sick. He did. He made her sick. My mother, she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer on August the 10th, 2015. She was living in Henderson, Nevada because her and this man, they were separated longer than they had been married. And one of my cousins agreed with me. Yeah, if you are, a person can make you sick and make you sick to the point where you will end up terminally ill. And my mother went to the doctor to St. Rose Hospital in Henderson, Nevada on Boulder Highway and Lake Mead Parkway. And the doctor told her she had 2 months to live. The doctor said she was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Okay, this is a picture of my mother right here. This is my mother with my cousins when she was in Madeira, California. That's my mother. Um, okay. And I was also told that this man, he lied to my mother when she was sick with cancer. He told my mother he didn't have no life insurance on her, but I recently found out that was a lie. He took out a $500,000 policy on my mother because he was a government employee, and I'm here to let everybody know. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell the truth to you. I have no reason to lie. I'm not going to play with nobody. I'm too old. I'm over 50 years old. I don't play games. I tell the truth and I keep it real. And the truth is, if anybody, you women especially, watch out for these men. Men also, watch out for these women who are government workers. If you get involved, if you get married, legally married to a government worker, this person can go right behind your back, put life insurance out on you, do not need your signature, and they can get life insurance on you, go right behind your back, and you will never know it. This is what Howard Gerard, being the crazy bastard that he was, this is what he did to my mother. He went right behind my mother's back, put a $500,000 life insurance policy out on her. My mother left 7 grandkids. Not one of her grandkids got 10 cents. This man took this money, he spent it all up. I'm going to show some pictures that I have on my phone. Okay, this is a picture of my mother. And in the picture frame, you can see the picture frame is broke. Okay, this is my mother, and this is Howard with his weird looking self. He still wears 1977 bell bottoms, and this is the year 2000. Okay, yeah, I have a lot of hate and a lot of anger built up inside of me because I don't like the way he treated my mother. What he did, he preyed on my mother. He took advantage of my mother because she was a registered nurse. A lot of these foreigners, they are coming over here. They are marrying people for their title. All he saw when he saw her was dollar bills. He met her in the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. This man is using religion as a place to meet women so he can go and married women, this man is crazy as hell. When I lived with my mother and her husband, this man, my mother never had a house key. I never had a house key. He had a old ass house. And I'm going to show you guys what this house looked like that he lived in. This was a house he lived in with his first wife, his Jamie Gerard. He lived in this house with this woman, and this is the house he moved my mother in at 9729 6th Avenue in Inglewood, California, on Crenshaw and Century. For those of you who know where Inglewood, California is. Okay, I don't care. This is where the man lives now. My whole point is this: if he didn't have anything to hide, then why did he move after my mother passed away? Why did he change Kingdom Halls after my mother passed away? Okay, you have something that you're hiding, obviously. It's, you don't need a college degree to figure this out. Common sense will tell it to anybody. Okay. Um, this is the Kingdom Hall Howard now attends on Slauson and Overhill. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. On part five, I talked to one of my cousins, and I'm gonna go into part five of this video. Part five says he wouldn't let my cousin Corinne and the other kids play with toys or ride bikes. He had a fit about them with the toys. When they were younger, when they were smaller, excuse me, they would go to my mother's house, go visit her. And this man literally did not want my little cousins to play with toys, and he would make them hurry up and get the toys up. When kids are inside the house playing, I would prefer to have my kids inside the house playing with their toys than to be outside somewhere where I cannot see them. The toys is not a problem. What is the issue with the kids playing with toys on the floor? The issue was not with them playing with the toys. The issue was with this crazy ass man named Howard Philip Gerard. And I found out this man, he's an alias. Okay, so part six said, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was living with my mother when my mother was living out here in Henderson, Nevada. My mother had a two-bedroom condo, beautiful condo. It was really, really nice. And he lied to my daughter, and lied to my daughter about the light bill. He told my daughter that she could stay inside my mother's apartment after she passed away September 29th, Tuesday afternoon at 1:37 p.m. inside of a hospice in West Covina, California. He told my daughter that the lights were paid, and one day I happened to go to a bus stop. And I had my purse with me, I had my cell phone with me, and something said, call the light company. Me being a mother, I just happened to call Nevada Energy. I spoke to a representative. She was real nice and polite. Her name was Tamika, black lady. And Tamika told me, I told her my mother's address. My mother used to live at 833 Aspen Peak Loop, apartment number 1222. And Tamika told me that my mother's light bill was $450, and only a $50 payment was posted to my mother's account. This man had my daughter thinking that he could really stay inside my mother's house after she passed away. So explained to Tamika. I told her, I said, I'm Barbra's daughter. I'm Angela. Are you aware that my mother passed away? Did her husband call you? Did Howard call you? Did he tell you that my mother passed away? She said, no, no, I didn't know. This lady had no idea. Nevada Energy had no idea. My mother passed away. This man was going to let my daughter stay inside of my mother's condo upstairs in the month of September with no air and no lights. And I asked the lady, could I get an extension till I go to her house and get all of her stuff out of her condo and bring it into my house? She said, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, I will give you. She said, Angela, the best I could do is give you 5 days. I said, okay, 5 days is better than none. She said, because the lights are due to be turned off right now today. I said, okay, that's fine. I'll appreciate the 5 day extension and I'll accept that. So I went over there and I got everything out that I could. Okay, now I'm gonna go on to part six. Part six, no, not part six. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on to part seven. Okay. I wrote the Watchtower and Track Society. If anybody's a Jehovah Witness, this mixed up organization who knows about it, I wrote a 12-page letter about the lies that this man told. And I wrote the Kingdom Hall that he goes to now in Slauson. I spoke to Elder Singleton and to see did the elders at the Kingdom Hall ever receive the letter, the 12-page letter that I wrote and that I mailed to them certified, meaning somebody had to sign for that letter. Okay. And he told me, oh, well, you know what? Let me look into it and I'll call you back. Okay, that was a lie. An elder in the Kingdom Hall told me. Why is the elders lying? He lied to me. He said he was going to call me back. I never talked to Mr. Singleton no more after that. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna go on to, I don't know how much of a donation this man decided that he was going to donate to the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, because my mother got, he got a $500,000 life insurance policy off of my mother. Okay, so part eight. I called Inglewood Police Department and I talked to the homicide detective about him poisoning my mother because she kept saying every time she went around Howard, she was getting poisoned and her stomach was hurting and all this was all the time. My mother was diagnosed with a chemical imbalance. Okay, for those of you who know what I'm talking about. Okay, she was put on medication. She had a chemical imbalance. This man took advantage of her. The Bible say for better or for worse, to death do you part. You're supposed to stay with your mate. He didn't want to be bothered with her. He knew what he was getting into. It ain't like he did not know. What it was, he saw dollar bills because she was a registered nurse. Like I said in the beginning of this video. Okay, so what happened um what happened was when I had well, when she said that when she said that he kept poisoning her, I called the homicide detective, and he said, well, she's cremated now. It's nothing that we could do. Okay, my part of my purpose in making this video is because I'm going to inform the FBI because this man needs to be stopped. If he did this to my mother, who else is he doing this to? How many more people has he done this to? His first wife divorced him. She kept saying was something wrong with him. Is something wrong? This man is what's called a narcissist. It's something wrong with everybody but him. He does nothing wrong, nothing at all. Okay, he mocked my mother all through her obituary. He made fun of her. He even lied and said my sister was 5 years old. This man knows my mother was not my daughter's sister was not 5 years old when she passed away. It says in here my sister Denise was 5 years old. Denise was 3 years old. How if she was born in 1972 and passed away in 1975? Somebody can't do the math. 72 plus 3 is 75. Not 72 plus 5 is 75. He did this on purpose. He spelled my kids' names on purpose all through this obituary. Um, I could not attend my mother's so-called funeral and viewing because Barbara had 3 grandsons. I have 3 boys and I have 4 girls. Yes, I do. For anybody who have anything negative to say about that, keep your negative comments to yourself. Because I'm not with it and I don't have time for it. And I'm not about the bullshit, not today. I'm not in the mood. It's just that simple. Don't play with me. You don't like what I'm saying? You know what? You don't have to subscribe. Don't hit the subscribe button. I prefer that you don't. All I'm doing is telling the truth. I'm telling it how it is. Anyway, my mother, my kids, my aunties and Everybody kept calling me saying, you need to come down here, come be down here with your mother. She's getting ready to die. Yeah, I know she's getting ready to die. Okay, what can I do? I cannot drag 7 kids across state lines. I could have, but I would have lost my house. I would have lost my 3 sons. At that time, my oldest son was 22 years old when my mother passed away. My mother grandsons wanted to beat the hell out of this man and literally kill this man. I would have been in California still trying to get my kids out of jail and out of prison. So no, I kept my kids in the state of Nevada, in North Las Vegas, Nevada. That's what I did. Yes, I did. Okay, part 9. I went to Bank of America out here in North Las Vegas where I live. And the man, one of the representatives, told me Howard went all through her safe deposit box on Crenshaw and Imperial Highway. He tampered with the car to get my aunt out of the car so he could get the key off of my mother's key ring to go to the bank and take the key ring off and go all through her safe deposit box. Whatever my mother had sitting inside Bank of America, this man went all through it. This man is the dirtiest bastard, the lowest, the scummiest person on God's green earth that you will ever meet. If any of you women ever see this man, run for your life. That I can't tell you no better. This man is crazy as hell. When I was living with him and my mother, I tell you what this man told me. This man had this old house with these old bars on it. And I never had a house key to his house. I asked him, what am I supposed to do if this house catch on fire? He told me, go in the bedroom and open up the window that was sticking that does not open up and tell the neighbors to call the fire department. What kind of shit is that? Who tells that to somebody? So let me tell y'all what I did. I got the hell up out that house, walked all the way from 9729 6th Avenue and walked all the way to 92nd and Parmalee, where my mama used to live, where my mama and my daddy grew up together, went to school together. I went to my daddy's side of the family. That's what I had to do. I didn't have no choice. I was not that damn crazy. I'm not gonna sit in no house. I'm not no prisoner. You ain't gonna take my freedom away from me. I'm not walking around with no handcuffs on me, and I don't care if he don't like it. So this is now his new address, 8704 South 10th Avenue in Inglewood, California. Yep, I want y'all to see it. I don't give a damn who don't like it. I don't care. Yep, I'm exposing his ass all on YouTube today to let everybody know. And this is his daughter's address, Sabrina Gerard, the demonized little ass wench. She used to give my mother nothing but hell. I guess if you know what, I would have ended up with cancer too. Him and his daughter, they both double teaming him. I almost beat Sabrina ass quite a few times. Her father didn't like it. I didn't like the way she was treating my mother. I don't give a damn what your daddy don't like. I don't care. Me, I would have beat her ass, her daddy ass. I don't care. Not when it comes to my mother. Me and my mother was not on the best of terms all the damn time. No, we was not. Every mother and every daughter have their arguments. They had they disagreements. They had a bad days. They had a good days. That's besides the point. That was my mama before she became your wife. Don't get it twisted. Get it straight. Okay. So anyway, moving on. Part 10. He lied and told my cousin Renee that he was respecting my mother's wishes to cremate her. Now hold up, that's a lie because I mentioned it about me having my mother cremated, and my mother said she wanted to be put in a wall in Inglewood Cemetery across from Babyland, from where her baby is buried, my little sister Denise. Okay, when I mentioned about having my mother cremated out here in the state of Nevada, my mother said, why are y'all trying to burn me up? She said, do not burn me up. She said, put me in a wall across from my baby. That's where she wanted to be. That was her right. She had the right to want to be there. That was her. That's her child. That's her daughter. This man did not want my mother to have nothing from her first marriage. Anything she had from her first marriage, he was not okay with it. He did not like it. He didn't okay, but who cares? That was still her daughter, and her father name was Dennis. Okay, so let's don't get confused and get it all twisted. No, 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 no. Howard is not Denise's father. Howard cannot control everything and everybody like he think he can. But this is what they do when they cremate you for people who don't know what goes on. You know, he had my mother burnt up and 1500 degrees or more, 1500 to 3500 degrees of hot ass fire because she wanted to be across from her daughter in Inglewood Cemetery, who's in Babyland, who been there since 1975. Okay, I'm going to find my little sister's picture and I'm going to show you guys my little sister picture. I showed this picture, I posted this picture when I first made this video in January January the 12th to 2017 last year. Okay, and I can't find my sister's picture. But if you go to part one where it says Angela seeking justice for Barbara, you will see it. But yeah, this is what he pretty much had done to my mother. You know, a lot of people tell me, oh, Angela, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what? I'm tired of going to bed at night dreaming about my mother. Nobody knows what I go through. This is what he had done to my mother. And she wanted to be buried across from her daughter. No, this is not okay with me. Um, it's not all about the money. No, my main reason for making this video is because I'm exposing this man to let you guys know if you see this man, run the other damn way. This man is not, he looks like a normal black man from the US. He's not a black man from the US. He's from Canada. He's from Canada and he's crazy as hell. His whole family is crazy as hell. I'm telling y'all, do not get involved with these people who work for the government. They can go behind your back. It is all on YouTube. If y'all think I'm lying, look it up yourself. You can look it up and you will see I'm not lying to you. A lot of women fall for what men tell them and they don't investigate. I'm trying to explain to people, y'all better, before you start saying I do, y'all better start investigating these men as well as these women. Start having these people investigated because you will go to bed and you will be doing more than sleeping with the enemy. You will be waking up with a bad migraine, with headaches, going to bed with headaches, and you don't really know what the hell are you sleeping with? Who are you sleeping with? You don't really know. And my mother was, yes, she was stubborn in her own ways and she had to pay for it. And the end result of her paying for it is this man burnt my mama up for 2,000 funky ass dollars in a $2 hospital gown. Who the hell does that? She didn't have no music playing at her funeral. She didn't even have a funeral. She didn't even have no pallbearers. So this man was so damn evil. He took my mother from West Covina, California, where she passed away at, and he had her body sent all the way to Orange County because she wanted to be buried across from her daughter in a wall. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. Listen and pay attention. Don't just hear me. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, people. Listen and pay attention. Okay, I'm moving on to part 10 of this. I'm doing this in parts. Part 10 says my mother had a biopsy when she was in the hospital in UCLA because she went to 5 different hospitals to keep herself alive. She was fighting for her life, trying to stay alive. But the doctors already told her on August the 10th, 2015, all she had was 2 months to live. But she left from when she was out here in Henderson, Nevada. This man called my mother and whining. Oh, and he gets on my nerves with this whining. And he called her, and I heard him on the telephone, and he asked her, Barbara, why aren't you coming out here to California? Aren't you coming out here? You know why he wanted her to come out there so she could be closer to him when she passed away, so he wouldn't have to pay to have her flown back. Okay, I'm thinking all these years my mother had life insurance because I would have had my mother buried in Henderson, Nevada. Then one of my aunties told me that my mother said the only thing she regretted when she got to California is she wasn't out here with her one and only daughter so she could be closer to her grandkids. Okay, and this man, anything that my mother wanted to do, he made sure that it wasn't going to get done that way. He made sure she wasn't going to have nothing from her first marriage. He's a selfish, evil bastard. So, anyway, when she was in UCLA Hospital in Los Angeles, California, she had a biopsy done. The results never came back. Who has the biopsy done and passed away and the results still haven't came back? Doesn't that sound kind of suspicious to you guys, or is it just me? If this man got a check for $500,000, wouldn't you think he went and he paid UCLA to cover up these biopsy results? I'm not that damn stupid. This is what I'm trying to explain to America. It's not me. This man is crazy. I'm not the crazy one. He is. And he has moved on with his life. That's fine. Move on with your life. Do what you do, bro. I don't care. Go ahead. Good luck. May God bless you. Have a good day. Go ahead. But he know the truth and I know what the damn truth is. This man is crazy as hell. He manipulated my mother's mother and her stepsister who he had working. Now, how the hell does my mama half sister, not her stepsister, sorry. How does her half sister work for her husband as his secretary? Why would she want to even work for this man as his secretary? Okay. And then he told my grandmother, I'm going to show y'all my grandmother picture in my mother's obituary. This is my mother. And you see, these pictures are not very clear because this is what this man did. He did this mess on purpose, okay? This is my mother's mother right here where my finger is, and this is my mother next to her mama right here. This man told my grandmother, had her agree to have her daughter burnt up for 2,000 fucking dollars. Are you really fucking serious? Are you for real? Any normal mother would have said, what the hell is wrong with you? My daughter wants to be buried across from her dead baby. My grandmother, she just, oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. How is this okay with you? That's your fucking daughter. That's not your stepdaughter. This was not her adopted daughter. This was her daughter who she pushed out of her ass. And you let some man from Canada manipulate you and trick you into, I mean, okay, the question is, how much did she get? How much did he pay her? This is what I'm trying to find out because my mama left 7 kids and none of her grandkids got not one damn dime. But this is all going to get investigated. I promise you, on my mama and on my dead daddy and on my dead sister. This shit is going to get investigated by the feds. When I get through with this video today, I'm calling the FBI and I'm giving them this man's address and his phone number. I don't care who calls him. I don't care who have his phone number. I don't care. Okay, so um moving on. My mother was in the hospital, and my mother's sister told me, not her half sister, her sister, her real sister, said that my mother asked Howard for $50. All she wanted to do was go to a motel room. She wanted to get her a motel room by the ocean, and she asked him for $50. Guess what, America? Y'all ain't gonna believe this man told my mother. I don't have $50 and I'm not giving you no $50 and you don't need no $50. Well, hold on, hold up, partner. Pump your fucking brakes. What the hell you mean she don't need $50? What? So basically you just waiting on her to die so you could just collect the damn money because all she wanted to do was go and sit in a motel room before she took her last breath and look at God's creation at the ocean and look at what God created. That's what Jehovah Witnesses told her. They said Jehovah is he's the God who created the universe and he created everything. So why is it a problem if she wanted to go and look at what Jehovah created and she wanted to go to a motel room and sit by the beach? This man told her, "No, I'm not wasting my money and I'm not wiring you no money and I don't have time and I'm not listening to do all that." Okay. Uh-huh. And then he thought I was going to really hold a conversation with him when I called the hospital to talk to my mother. I told him, you know what? I don't like you and you never could stand me. Why the hell do you think I want to talk to you now? Talking about, oh, I've been trying to call you. No, you ain't been trying to call me. What the hell you trying to call me for? Okay, let me back up. You know, when my mother passed away, September 29th, Tuesday afternoon, uh, it was 2015 at 1:37. My oldest daughter called me, and I'm gonna tell you what my daughter told me. She said, "Mama," I said, "What's the matter, Nikki?" She said, "Mama, Howard trying to cremate Granny." I said, "What are you talking about? What do you mean?" She said, "Mama, oh mind y'all. Now remember, I just said my mother died at 1:37. My phone rings at 4:15, September 27th, Tuesday afternoon, 4:15 in the afternoon. My telephone is ringing, and it is my oldest daughter on the phone telling me, Mama, Howard is trying to cremate Granny, and she just died at 1:37. Now, y'all think about that for a minute. What in the hell are you trying to hide? What are you trying to hide, and what in the hell are you trying to cover up? That girl wasn't lying. She didn't have no reason to. I'm her mother. Why would she lie to me? She ain't got no reason to lie to me. Okay. So she couldn't have nothing from her first marriage. Uh, he had her. He had her shopping at yard sales and at thrift stores um after being married for over 30 years. Um, she got a lump sum. Oh, he got her lump sum from SSI. Oh, I didn't get none of that. I mean, that little $255, I hope he bought a whole nother piece of ass with that. That's okay. Go ahead. It's okay. Okay, I'm moving on to part 15. I called the California Nursing Board. They said that they didn't have any records, which is a lie. Okay, because I was at the nursing graduation. Okay, he worked for American Airlines for over 30 years and burned her up for $2,000, saying uh he was go had he told my mother he was going to have a funeral. That was a lie he told my mother. Okay, I need a probate lawyer to reimburse my kids for mental anguish since he's passing out money. Okay, what about my mother, seven grandkids who didn't get anything? The FBI needs to investigate this. I mean, it's a whole lot that needs to be investigated. Okay, see, remember, my mother's voice is scorched. She can't speak no more. I'm Barbara's voice now. I have to do what I have to do and what needs to be done. Okay, okay, like I said in the beginning of this video, fuck it, everybody's feelings. What about Barbara's feelings? What about Angela's feelings? Barbara's my mother. I'm her daughter. Don't forget, I'm my mother's daughter. And as long as I have a voice, I'm going to speak for her and for me and for my seven kids and anybody else who I feel need be. How, if it's that necessary, then that's what I'm going to do. You're not going to just sit up and have my mother, he had her stop working. Why? Why? When her daughter passed away, she was standing in front of 7-Eleven on the street corner, and she was passing out the watchtower in the wake, and a woman walked up to my mother, and she wanted to offer my mother a position back at Big General Hospital on Soto and State Street, making $60 an hour. You see, men don't like it when women make more money than what the hell they making. You see, that's just so stupid. It's so idiotic. It does not make no sense. Of course, a registered nurse is going to make more than what he was making. Of course, yeah, she was. Okay, so my mother got a check in the mail from Children's Hospital, $1 million lawsuit. By this time, I had just started having kids. He told my mother, "Oh, Barbara, or Jehovah's Witnesses, we don't sue and you can't accept that check and you got to send it back." Like a damn dummy. Yes, she sent the check back. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said like a dummy. She sent the damn check back. Yeah, she did. Okay, so my point is not just, it's not in vain. You know, this needs to stop. He needs to stop using my mother's day. He needs to stop using my mother's money. She was, yeah, she was in the field, and her boss told her that they wanted to give her a job to come back to the hospital. But you know what? I'm going to show you guys some pictures. I posted this picture in the first video. This was the picture when I used to go to the Kingdom Hall and I had my first daughter. You see, this man is crazy. He goes around taking pictures of people asses. He's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with him. If you're in the car and if you're asleep in the back seat, he will take a picture of you while you sleep in the back seat. This is a picture of my mother right here. I don't know who this other person is with her, but it's somebody she obviously knows, and they were at a restaurant. My mother, she loved to eat. She loved to go out all the time. This was her ugly ass brother-in-law, Bruce Gerard. This is Howard's brother, okay? The one who was scared to talk to a damn woman. He would go to the Kingdom Hall. Let me tell you about this weird ass man. He would go to the Kingdom Hall, be interested in a woman in the Kingdom Hall, want to take her out on a date. But he couldn't talk to her. He couldn't go ask her to go out. Howard went and talked to the woman for him. What kind of damn sense does that make? Okay, here's a picture of my mother right here. This man, he used to take my mother, on different trips and all kind of stuff, to different places out the country. And yeah, he used to do this. This is a picture of my mother. I don't know where she was on this picture right here, but her and him were somewhere out of town. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. One time my mother came to me and she told me, she said, "You know what?" She said, "My nickname is Spanky." And my mama's daddy gave me that name because I was so fat I couldn't walk till I turned 13 months old. Anyway, my grandfather nicknamed me Spanky. And my mother came to me one day and she said, "You know what, Spanky?" She said, "We went out of town, and every time my mother and Howard would go out of town, this is no lie, his mama always had to go. She was the weirdest looking, dead in the face looking woman. Her name was Ruby Gerard. Yeah, I said it. His mama was ugly as hell. She looked dead in the face. She's dead now. Okay, I couldn't tell the damn difference when she was alive. She looked that damn dead to me. So my mother went on a trip with this man, and the man, he had my mother, told her she hadn't ate all day. This is what my mother told me. She said, "I haven't had anything to eat all day." And Howard told me that I could wait till we got to our destination and I could get something to eat then. What the hell do you mean? Wait till you get to your wherever the hell they were going. You mean he couldn't bring her nothing to eat, but he bought his mother, his brother, and whoever else was with them something to eat, and he had her sitting there, watching some damn suitcases. See, I back up everything I say. Here go the pictures. This is a picture of my mother sitting down with some damn luggage. Y'all see that luggage on that picture, right? You see I ain't making this up. I ain't lying to y'all, right? Y'all see this woman sitting by herself with this damn luggage. While everybody else is going out getting something the hell to eat. And he go tell her she had to wait till they got to their destination, wherever the hell they was going. She could wait to eat. All she do is eat. She eat too much. No, you're a goddamn lie. She probably wasn't eating enough. Okay. So I tell y'all what, I'm gonna show y'all some pictures that I have uploaded on my phone. Okay. This is a picture of the woman who I met at the Kingdom Hall. Her name is Felicia. You know, when I talked to Felicia, I told her that my mother had passed away from stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I'm going to show y'all a picture of Felicia. This is the big sister I never had, okay? Let me find Felicia's picture. Um, this is Felicia right here. This is her. I got this off of her Facebook page. She broke down. She started crying. She was so hurt. She said, I'm just so sorry. I did not know my sister was that sick. And, just a lot of other things she said. And, um, yeah, that's one picture of her. I have another picture of Felicia. I have a lot of pictures. A lot of people, they were really, really hurt when they found out how this man really did treat my mother. He treated her like shit, waited for her to die so he could basically collect the damn insurance money. But it was okay when she was working as a damn nurse. Okay, she worked as a mental health nurse. And if anybody got anything negative to say about my mother, then keep your comments to yourself. Do not hit the subscribe button. I don't want to read no negative ass comments. That's what I don't want to read. Not about my mother. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, y'all would not want me leaving no negative comments about y'all dead mother. Don't do it. That's all I'm going to say. This is a picture of this crazy man. You see, he went and he got a hold of the car. He got a hold of the house. He went to a whole different Kingdom Hall, like I said before. The man, he got some type of mental issue. This is a picture of my mother right here. I don't know where she took this picture at. This is the picture that's on her obituary. I have quite a few pictures. I'm the one like Al Green said. You guys might want to listen to Al Green. My mother, she loved Al Green. She loved dancing in the streets. When she was a little girl, she was 14. She grew up on 92nd and Palmer Lee back in the 1960s when they used to have block parties, you know, and she used to always do the twist, and she twisted so much she used to go down on her. I'll go all the way down to the floor and come up twisting on one foot. Well, she did that so much she had to have hip surgery when she was 14, get put to sleep, go in surgery because she twisted her hip out of place. She loved to dance. She was an average child. She played the violin. She made a card game. I don't know who the lawyer is out here who was willing to take on the case. Yeah, she made a card game and the lady was going to publish it, but she passed away. Let me show you guys something. You see, this is how sneaky and slick this man is. He actually had this put on. He has an alias. His name is Howard Philip Gerard. What is the T for? It's Howard P. Gerard and Howard T. Gerard, and his birthday is one day this month. Okay, let me show y'all my mother's obituary. Like I showed you in the beginning. You see these pictures right here. This is a picture of my little sister Denise. This is one of her pictures right here. That's before Denise passed away. And this is me right here. My mother kept us dressed, and she kept, she was a clean person. We never went to bed hungry. My sister, she was born mentally. She was born sick. She was a mongoloid. If she got sick and with a cold, she had to go to the hospital. Okay. Now, my mother, yeah, she's dead now. This is what this man did. A lot of you, you could take this how you want to take it, but who does this? He actually posted this on her obituary. Okay, do y'all see this man put he put a picture of my mother with some luggage in her hand, like she's going on a damn vacation. We know the woman ain't coming back because the woman is dead. Why would you even put something like this on somebody's obituary? Do y'all see what level head this man have? This man is totally, totally fucking crazy. And by now, I'm pretty sure, yes, he'd have met another woman in the Kingdom Hall right here on Slauson and Overhill. He met another one and he's moved on with his life. My daughter told me, she said, Mama, if you see Howard, you wouldn't even know who he was. He looked like Homer Simpson's grandfather, but a black version of him on The Simpsons. Okay, good. I was also told 2 weeks after my mother passed away, he was in the hospital with chest pains. You know why? Because God don't like ugly and he ain't too stuck on pretty. Okay, so yeah, this is the Kingdom Hall he goes to now. That's fine. On Slauson and Overhill. I understand. I even called the Steve Wilkos show. Steve Wilkos show called me back because I was going to expose this man on Steve Wilkos. Of course, ain't no liar going to come on TV, on national TV, and admit to taking some type of lie detector test. Steve Wilkos was willing to expose this man. And I appreciate him for that. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate it. Sorry. But you know how they go. Liars, they're not going to come to your show so that they can be exposed. Okay. For somebody who got a $500,000 lawsuit settlement, look at the piece of shit his daughter lives in. This is where she lives. I don't give a damn who see this. I don't care. She ain't my sister. Then the man had her. You see this raggedy ass house, piece of shitty ass house. Okay, I would not be living in no. I wouldn't sit in nothing looking like this for 5 minutes, let alone live in something looking like this. Are you serious? For real? Really? Wow, that is really, really sad. Okay, and this is the house he lives in now. Okay, very good. Okay, so let me show y'all. This is what this man really, really thought of my mother. This is how he had my mother put away when she passed away. Now, some people might say this is sad. Some people might say, well, it's her fault. It ain't her fault. She listened to what this man said. This is a picture my cousin made in California of me and my mother. In other words, she's my guardian angel and she's looking down on me every day. And I love my cousin for making this picture for me. My cousin Robin. This is a girl who went to the Kingdom Hall with us. She passed away October the 14th. Margot Peace. She said she could not stand Howard Gerard. It was so many people in the Kingdom Hall who just could not stand that man. A lot of people hated that man. He was just absolutely crazy. He was crazy. Um, this is a picture of this my girl Felicia. Hey, this is Felicia and her son Daryl. I met her in the Kingdom Hall when I was 9 years old. This is the big sister I never ever had. This is Felicia, and she has her 4 kids. Well, when I knew Felicia, she only had two, but family size increased. She got married, she had more kids, and that's cool. Here is a picture of my mother right here when she was in the hospital. This is her. I believe she was at UCLA Medical Center right here. This is my mother right before she passed away. Last time I talked to my mother, I haven't talked to her since September 24th, 2015. This is another picture of my mother. This is her. She was 42 years old on this picture. She was a happy grandmother because I had just had my first daughter, my firstborn child. And this is her. She was shopping. I don't know. She was getting a comforter set for a baby bed. That's my mother. Um, I'm going to show you guys a picture and then I'm going to wrap this up. So let's talk. This is, I said enough about Howard Gerard. This is the last picture that I'm showing of my mother. And this is how he really, really felt about her. And I want everybody to remember what I said. I hope you guys are good listeners. I hope you guys listen because the same thing Howard T. Gerard did to my mother, the same thing that was done to my mother, it can be done to anybody's mother. It can be done to anybody. Let me show y'all what this man did. This is how this man felt about my mother, and this is how he put my mother away. Y'all take a good look at that picture, because it could happen to you. Getting involved with the wrong person, not just meeting them in the kingdom hall. They say, all of the preachers and devils and demons and the deacons and the reverends and the pastors, they were sitting right there inside the church next to you. This is what a man did to my mother. This is the way he put her away. Y'all take a good look at this picture. Take a good look. Study it. Take a picture of it. Snapchat it. Do whatever you gotta do. Screenshot it. Take a good look at it. Take a good look. She was 66 years old when she died. Her birthday, January the 8th, 1949. Okay. So now, since this Saturday is going to be 3 years that my mother has been dead, I'm the one who's my mother's voice, like I said. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody don't like. It doesn't matter to me. It's okay. But this right here is what I'm doing for my mother every day. There's a kidnapping. I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to this song, because I'm dedicating this song to my mother. I guess there's no good reason for living, but I'll keep on living for you, babe. There's nothing else to do, babe, but spend my life holding and loving you. Oh, if I ask you more than 1,000,000 times to forgive me, think of reasons why that you should make me cry, baby. Walk out and say goodbye, away from me. Oh, I'm tired of the bright ideas about leaving me. You know you're not going nowhere. Give me everything. Everything. Stop and think of just how good I've been to you, baby. Please, not causing no trouble for you, baby. The story just can't be true, just baby, true, baby. How can I convince you, baby? Just tell you the truth. I'm waiting for you, waiting for you, waiting for you. But tell me no, I'm praying for you, praying for you, working for you. In my life I tell you that I'm waiting for you. Same, I'm giving for you, giving for you. Okay, that was one of my mother's favorite songs that she liked, Living for You by Al Green. And this is her and her first husband. When she first got married, she was 25 years old. This was my first stepfather. His name is Dennis. This is Denise's father, my little sister who passed away in 1975. And in the obituary, Howard also called himself making fun of me, I guess. I guess this man really called himself trying to hurt me all through my mother's obituary, but it's not working. We're going to see who's really going to end up getting hurt in the end. Because my last name is not Kirk. My last name was Williams. Uh, he put Angela Williams Kirk. Okay, I never was married to my kid's father. I'm sorry. I don't know. Somebody told a lie to my mother. There never was no marriage record of me and my kid's father. Never was no wedding. There never was anything. Um, he also trying to make it seem like she had three daughters. Let me correct y'all. My mama didn't have no three daughters. My mama had Angela, me, and she had Denise, who was born in 1972, passed away in 1975. Let me show y'all how I really feel about Howard and his daughter Sabrina. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna do this on YouTube, and I'm gonna send this same obituary right back to this man. Let me tell y'all. Y'all could call me cold-blooded. It don't matter. Yeah, I could be a cold-blooded piece. It's okay. This right here, this ain't no blood here. This ain't none of my damn sister. That ain't none of my damn sister. I need me a black Sharpie. And I'm gonna send this and put this in his mailbox today. Okay? Cause get it straight, partner. My mama had two daughters. She didn't have no three daughters. I ain't got no damn sister named no damn Sabrina. I got a sister named Denise. I ain't got no sister named no damn Sabrina. Not no demonized, possessed ass little girl. Y'all can call, say whatever the hell y'all want to say about me. I really do not care. My last name never was no Kirk. That's not true. My sister was not no 5 years old. That ain't true. My sister was 3 years old. He can't spell. He spelled every last one of my kids' names wrong. Okay, that's okay. He called himself trying to get back at me and trying to hurt my damn feelings. I'm gonna send this obituary right to his address. I'm gonna send this to 8704 South 10th Avenue. And if any of y'all know Howard, and if y'all seen Howard, or if you talk to him, I don't give a damn. Tell him. Tell him I said, what's up, partner? How life treating you out there in the big city? City of angels can't get no stranger. How the hell life treating him? Today was his wedding anniversary to my mama. Don't forget it. But if you like my video, I'm asking y'all hit the subscribe button. For those who don't like it, who can't deal with reality, you don't want to hear the truth, I don't give a damn. Like I said in the beginning, I don't care about nobody's feelings getting hurt. Fuck your feelings. Didn't nobody give a damn about my mom? What about my mama's feelings? What about my mama's 7 grandkids' feelings? What about my mama's daughter's feelings? So you want to start talking about feelings? Look me up, partner. Give me a call. It's cool. Call me. Call me. It's all right. Y'all like my video? Hit the subscribe button and have a good day.